Hey YouTubers, back again. Yeah, not with a new figure this time. Just wanted to basically show some of my figures over time have somewhat with the pleather problem started to peel, and I just wanted to show you what figures have done that and what sort of material I prefer to have when I buy these figures. Sort of look out for, because if you don't, you're probably going to get a rude shock, especially if you're an action poser, extreme poser. I would say you're going to get a rude shock, and it's going to go terribly bad for you. So yeah, just some examples and what I do, what I've been doing. Look, I've been working on the correct environment and had these figures in the correct environment. Concrete floors, very cool in here. When the summer hits, I do in another room, put the aircon on for a short period of time just to lower the temperature in here. Yeah, so little things like that I have been working on to preserve, if you'd say, preserve my figures as long as I can, or feasibly possible, I would say. With the materials, look, I always look out for figures that have real leather. Chances are it's going to stain your figure, the body of your figure, but I'd rather have the longevity of the clothing than short period of pleather or plastic coated bloody polyester stretch material, which don't mix. They don't. One stretches, one sort of is elasticated for it. Like a lucky band. You just keep stretching, and that lucky band's going to go brittle over time. It's exactly the same as this pleather shit. So you don't have to take my word for it. Get your figure, do whatever you want, pose the shit out of it. I've watched a video about a dude saying, "Oh, don't be afraid to pose them. It's not going to happen. It's fine." Crap. This is what made me want to do this video. When dickheads come onto YouTube, they have no idea what they're talking about and start fucking, well, some people, you collectors probably go, "Oh yeah, oh that's no problem. I'll pose the crap out of it. I'm fine." It's like that really pissed me off. So I left a nice comment on there anyway. So tell him what I thought. Yeah. So well. Examples. I reckon a good example is when Hottoys first started. Look, I'm going to get the video camera and go around and just show you what I think.
And it's one of the originals. Never will get rid of this baby. I just really impressed with how the materials turned out. Turntable here. Yeah, the pants. Whether it's real leather or it's like a vinyl material, I don't know. But this material on this figure, it feels like leather. Now, in the early days, did Hottoys use real leather before they went to pleather? I don't know. But this one has lasted forever. It's never torn. It's never. I mean, I don't extreme pose my figures. I just museum pose them. And it's basically 100% untouched in any way, unweathered in any way. So that's an example of the early days of Hottoys collecting. Then I'd have to say, well, this is another example, but the material feels a little bit thinner than this one here. So I'm weary of extreme posing it, but it feels like maybe the pants are sort of similar or same, if not the same. Maybe a sort of lesser grade of leather, but looking on the inside, it's not leather. It's coated, so you have to be cautious with what you're posing with these sort of type materials. But ones I'm worried about, like, is when they start going into that pleather stage. This is an example of what happened with. I had him sitting on a motorbike. Nothing serious, just sitting on a motorbike, and over time this material just started peeling away from this polyester sort of stretch material. I mean, it's good. The good thing about the black is it dyes the stretch material underneath, so you can probably get away with just peeling it all off if it bothers you. It doesn't really bother me with this figure because I didn't pay a hell of a lot for this one, but the tatty look, that's cool. I'm cool with it. Or you can peel it all off and probably do a coating of a clear coat of some sort, paint it on with a brush, and you'll get that sort of shiny look again. If you wish to do that, I don't. I'm not going to do that. I don't mind I've been peeling away at the front here, but this is an example. Just one example over time what's happened. His coat is not too bad. His coat is okay, but I don't have his coat on him at the time. At the moment, right? Extreme failure in every way was my Star-Lord, which I haven't had for a hell of a long time, probably 4 or 5 years, maybe 6. I don't know. I'd have to go back and check my records. But the belting went on this, so I had to, and basically all the gluing come apart. So I had to sort of paint it and sort of seal it from weathering anymore. The bag, yeah, it was starting to deteriorate underneath, and I put some glue and then painted over the glue and sort of protected it. But then I had to get another coat, because this coat, I don't think it's an actual Hottoys one, but I think it's made from leather. So it's a good quality one. I paid $130 for this posted to me. And what I'm doing at the moment is taking some of the parts off the other coat, like the shoulder guards and stuff like that, and going to incorporate them onto this coat. I've got some studs off the other coat and some bits of pieces of the coat which I would like to transfer onto this. What happened to that coat? It just completely, I was on the process of selling it, and then I realised when I pulled it out of the cabinet it had splits and it was deteriorating. So then while I was pulling all the bits and pieces off the coat, this is what happened. This is extreme, but I've been studying it and getting all my bits and pieces off the coat. But yeah, and the unfortunate thing is about these is there's not, because it's not black, you don't get that transfer of the dye on the material. So basically, you're stuffed. Yeah. So this coat is absolutely knackered. I'm not paying $200 and something for another coat just for it to happen again. So I've gone on to the shorter coat version. I'm happy to keep this figure now. But yeah, that was a bad example of what can happen. I actually like the short coat version, but it's not sellable now because it's not the original figure that it was. Moving on. Right. Deadpool. Again, haven't had it that long. Don't pose it much. The knee covers or protectors or the guards fanned out, become straight, and pulled the material off the pants off. It's deteriorating somewhat, but not too bad. So I've replaced genuine leather with this knee section, and put the plastic inserts, well, the in part of the knee guards back on. So it's not completely the official knee guards, but it's better. It's actually genuine leather. The black part is genuine leather. I had to, there was a bit of work involved in making it work like this. I had to burn it from the inside, and then the leather sort of curls into like a cup to get that knee shape. So then I glued it on. So there was a little bit of work involved here, but as you can see, the deterioration around here, I've put some glue on it. I'm going to paint it later on. I'm in the process of repairing it now. But here, alongside, so you can see the wrinkling, the separation on the, I haven't extreme posed this, it's just separating, it's just coming off. Under the shoulder guards, coming away. Now, again, going back to the black dyeing of this material, so I can probably get away with, if I needed to, removing all the rubber material or the coating away, and then putting a gloss sealer on there to get it shiny again. But at the moment I'm just leaving it, I'm not touching it. But yeah, that's another example of pleather. Two different materials here. The black is completely different to the red, so I'm not sure how the red's gonna, but what I'm worried about is the Wolverine that's coming out from Hottoys from the Deadpool movie is got this material. So what's going to happen there, I have no idea. Is it like pleather? This is all experimental. I have no idea. I'm sort of guessing, is this the same material? It feels thinner, this coat here, than what's on Deadpool. So fingers crossed I don't get a terrible result from the pleather peeling away or whatever it is. So that's my preferred material that I like to keep an eye on. Yeah, getting away from the leather stuff. I like this sort of lycra sort of shiny feel. This is longevity, that lasts a long time, no problem there. It stretches well. It doesn't deteriorate. This is one of my original Supermans, and I love this figure, and I love that material. So the belt seems to be holding up, but I think that's just like a plastic belt, not a pleather belt. The other material I like is this sort of airy type material. Focus. Yeah, that Cavilla's got on. It seems it does lose its elasticity a little bit, but it's not that bad. So what I'm keeping an eye out on is the stuff that's glued onto the clothing. Whether that's going to peel away or not, I don't know. So little things like that I keep an eye on, just to see what the lifespan is for this sort of material, like the Spider-Man's got as well. But he's got a different material as well. So yeah, that material there is not too bad. Again, with the black strips and stuff, I kept an eye on that because I reckon that would eventually peel away. But yeah, Black Panther, he's cool with that sort of airy material. I'm not sure if it's the look of airy, or is it just a pleather bullshit and then it's going to peel away. I don't know. So that's another one I'm keeping an eye out on. Figures here. Now I don't really know if that material is going to peel or not, but it'll be interesting to see how that one travels. This one's not that old either, so. But that's the only ones I've had problems with is the Deadpool, the Gangster Kingdom figure here, which I showed you. Yeah, so Deadpool, Star-Lord, Gangster Kingdom. That's the only figures I've so far spotted. But then I went to get... Look, I saw it in advance, what was going to happen with my Crow, and I absolutely love my Crow. So I went out and got leather pants, and that's a leather coat. Fine, it's even if it did start to deteriorate, it would look even better on the Crow because he had a sort of tacky coat anyway, with full of holes and stuff in it. So that, yeah, your leather sort of material. This seems to be like what's on the Terminator, so I think I'm going to be right with that one there.
Yeah, so the bullshit about pose away and it's never going to happen, don't listen to that crap because it's going to happen. It's just a matter of time when the climate, all those things come into account, and then it's going to happen. So realistically, I like to put on about a 5 to 6 year lifespan, and then things happen. Glue starts to go, things fall off, pleather starts to peel and crack because it's lost its life. It's lost its elasticity, so it goes a bit like brittle. So that's when you got to prepare yourself to what can you do. How can I improve it? Can I replace it? Those sort of questions come into account. So pose away, prepare yourself. It's going to happen. Don't lie to yourself. Don't lie, and don't go on YouTube and lie to other people about it's okay, it's not going to happen. Crap, it's going to happen. So my point of view across, I'm allowed to put my point of view across. Whether you listen, totally up to you. I'm Test 1. Catch ya.